70.
You have the best beef barley soup.
69.
How about working through your fear to get that driver's license as an adult? I remember that. Was proud of you.
68.
You are forgiving.
67.
I remember having fun when you took us to feed the ducks in Moose Jaw.
66.
You volunteer your time at Compassion.
65.
You're always very well dressed and up with the trends.
64.
You made me lunches far longer than you should have, and I appreciate it.
63.
You're humble.
62.
I remember you taking us to the outdoor hot tub in Moose Jaw, and then we'd cool off in the snow.
61.
I like that you're not afraid of computers like a lot of old people.
60.
You're a great organizer.
59.
I have great memories of going to the Western Fair with you in London.
58.
You have this way of listening really well and then remembering the details. And you ask follow-up questions. You ask about the situation later, maybe on a different day. Even weeks later, you'll bring it up again and ask about it. And so I know that you care because you listen so well.
57.
You always smell nice.
56.
I remember when you made an I Spy book out of Papa's old wallet, and then he showed there's a bunch of pictures in it.
55.
You always have such beautiful gardens and an interest in flowers and planting.
54.
I love that love-hate relationship you have with thriller movies that can't look away but don't really want to look sort of through your fingers like this.
53.
I remember when you took all 3 girls, babies, and babysat them so that Jonathan and I could go to Niagara Falls, our first weekend away without our babies. And it was such a blessing to know they were taken care of and loved, and you were always so good at that.
52.
You're very generous.
51.
You're a really good sister.
49.
I love playing those treasure hunt clue games you planned for us.
48.
It is so cool and humbling and embarrassing that you kept so many of my letters and notes and top 10 lists.
47.
You are courageous.
46.
I remember you planning those Easter egg hunts.
45.
You always have like fudgesicles in the freezer and desserts ready, and then
44.
We sing around the house with Papa.
43.
I remember those trips to Cambridge to visit Grandma Schultz, and whether I was good company or a complainer, you were always good to me, had nice lunches together, and if it was a long visit, give me some money to go roller skating or to a matinee or something. I remember those fondly.
42.
Fruit of your mothering gift, Jonathan, Suzanne.
41.
You have an adventurous and curious spirit.
40.
You are a frugal shopper. Not cheap, frugal.
39.
You're up for trying new food.
38.
You are elegant.
37.
I think it might be in your DNA, but regardless, I just love your heart for missions.
36.
The only lasagna I like is Nana's.
35.
You always remember every holiday, birthday, no matter how small. Like on Valentine's Day, how you even still send us cards and socks.
34.
Mom, you delight in your kids. I've seen so much evidence of that through pictures and scrapbooks, and that's amazing.
33.
I have great memories of playing Tom Sawyer with you on that raft near the cottage in Manitoulin Island. Fun times.
32.
you obviously love Papa.
31.
You are a learner, a lifelong learner. I've seen you devour information and do lots of reading on topics that you're interested in.
30.
You make beautiful scrapbooks for us. The one that I got on my 40th is so meaningful to me. It was a hard year for some reason, and that was a little bit of medicine for me. Thank you.
29,
I remember always having teacup parties in the gazebo and how you made us little teas and cookies.
28,
You're a good neighbor. You're nice to that Muslim family that lives close to you.
27,
One of the great ways you give is through encouraging notes in your own handwriting, and that has been a gift to a lot of people, including me.
26,
You have a teacher's heart.
25,
I love that look on your face when I escorted you down the aisle for Suzanne's wedding at People's Church. That is a great expression.
24,
You always loved to take us swimming.
23,
It's very courageous of you to go through college while I'm finishing high school and start a whole second career.
22,
I remember going on long road trips to your house, and when we finally got there, always feeling welcomed and you waiting at the door for us.
21,
I don't think I have a bigger fan. And maybe you created a monster when early on you would watch whatever little puppet show, skit, made up song, imitation that I do. But I know there's no bigger fan of my songs, worship leading, preaching, videos. So thank you.
20,
You're compassionate.
19,
You would just show up in Chatham and fold our laundry, tell us to go out, get a Timmy's together.
18,
You're forgiving.
17,
I love that you're a reader and that you read to us and that you encouraged reading. It's sort of was something we saw and copied, and yeah, one of the best gifts.
16,
You pursue people. You pursued me. You reach out through phone calls and texts and emails and letters. You reach out and invite people into relationship.
15,
It's so very like you that when you come and visit, we're gone for a couple days, we'll come back and there's a whole part of our house that's been organized, or a corner of our kitchen that has never been cleaned before that has now been cleaned. Thank you.
14,
You're always a Nana who got right down on the ground and played with us when we were younger.
12,
I love that you let me get on a bus in grade 9, go to a U2 concert in Toronto.
11,
You gave us a great aunt, Auntie Susie.
10,
How about surprising me with a visit in Alberta, coming with Suzanne, the same day that I surprised Victoria with an engagement. It's great to have everybody together.
9,
When you are listening to a story, you put yourself in that person's position. I've often felt that you take my side when listening to me talk about maybe a painful situation or a hurtful situation. You just completely immerse yourself in the story, and therefore I and others I know have felt loved and cared for by you.
8,
I know this to be true, and I know how important it is now more than ever what a ministry partner you have been throughout the years.
7,
You beat cancer!
6,
I love how you immediately made Vicky part of the family.
5,
I know you pray for us.
4,
I liked having picnics in cemeteries. We were like the Addams family or something. Now every time I do an internment service, I'm like scoping out a good tree to roll out a picnic blanket.
3,
I love that you treated Grandma and Grandpa Gonyou like blood relatives, like your second mom and dad.
2,
You're just a great mom.
1,
Number one, by far, you are just a great example of a Christ-following, godly woman. And I thank you. Thank you for being that kind of model, not only to me, but to my niece and nephew, to my wife, and to my kids.